What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap-up where we give you the news. Break it down bite-sized so it's easier to consume. Discussing the hottest game that's out of what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction, live viewers call in. No cap, conversation, we going all in. It's the weekly wrap-up, so enjoy the show. You're now rocking with the best. Let the good times roll. Come on! What's shaking, people? It's Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. And today we have a very, very chill, cool, fun-filled episode of the weekly wrap-up. Got a couple of special guests in the building. But first and foremost, let me bring in the man himself, Mr. Jkun Prime. What is good with it, Jay? How you doing tonight?
What's happening?
Bro, we got some stuff to talk about, dude. We got a nice lineup, and we got some cool, knowledgeable guests that's gonna help us out. So I'm kind of
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, this is gonna be one of them shows. But you know, I gotta ask you the same question that I ask you every damn week, bro.
Yeah.
What games you played this week, man?
So we definitely been playing a ton of Mortal Kombat 1. Haven't gotten off that train. Won't be getting off that train anytime soon. Did a little bit of Fortnite for Fortnitemares. Been playing a little bit of Warzone. And, you know, might have been playing a little Spider-Man Miles Morales when things are dead at work just to kind of hype myself up for Friday.
Okay. Well, bro, you're not going to believe me when I say this, but I've actually played a little bit of Fortnite.
I saw.
Yeah.
I thought you got rid of the game for good.
I did, but a friend of mine told me, showed me a fun little way to play, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been enjoying myself. So
that's what's up. Glad to hear it. One of my community members, because they're releasing it physical first for some reason, then they're releasing it digital later. A Transformers 2-pack.
Jay Shotblast got that. I saw that yesterday.
Thanks to one of my community members, so did I. One of my community members, and it comes with Bumblebee, Megatron, a Transformers version of the Battle Bus, and 1,000 V-Bucks. So if you're watching, Marshall, thank you again for that. That was super awesome of you. He even sweetened the deal. He's a weird dude. You got to be on the lookout for him in the Discord because he'll say stuff like, "I just got paid. It's time to go shopping." And if he replies with Hue, 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 that means he's about to buy something for somebody. And I was like, oh God, what's he about to do? And dude straight up bought me RoboCop Rogue City. So when that drops, we're in there. I don't even have to wait for a sponsor.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope, dude.
That was really, really awesome of him.
As far as other games, I mean, a little bit of Overwatch here and there. Definitely been playing the hell out of Miles Morales because that's the newest game. And I think that style of fighting is what we're going to be doing in Spider-Man 2. You know how in Miles Morales you got the L1 thing you did, where you can do all kinds of Venom powers and stuff like that. So I think that's how Spider-Man 2 is going to work, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to definitely talk about that. So without further ado, let's bring in the man, Mr. Casual Avenger. What's good with it, Kaz? How you doing, sir?
What's good? Apologize if I sound crazy. I'm literally getting hit with the weather as we speak. A little bit of throat and nose stuff, but I should be good.
You're sounding sick. I mean, you always sounded crazy.
Sound about right.
Kaz, you hyped for Spider-Man 2, bro. You in the hype zone right now,
bro. 100%. I've been trying to get my hands on it physically a little earlier today. That's probably why I'm sick from running out in the cold.
See, but why is everybody doing that? Everybody is trying to get it, yo.
I got a couple.
Speaking of which, the people that got it digitally, does it unlock Friday afternoon or does it unlock at 12:01 Friday morning?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay,
it's 11 o'clock.
before I did the preload, right? I was looking at it, and it said a full day earlier than it was supposed to be released. Like instead of saying 7 days until I can play Spider-Man, it has said 6 days until I can play Spider-Man. So I'm thinking like 11:59 Thursday night or whatever, you should be able to just crank that thing open. That's a personal thinking for me, because it was definitely like a day less than the actual release date, and I was kind of, I ain't want to say nothing about it, but everybody's keep asking me when can I play it, and I'm like, I'm personally thinking 11:59 the night before, you should be able to crank that thing open. But that's just a theory from what I saw on my screen.
Yeah, I need to wait and see a little bit, because I think what I'm going to do, because like I mentioned about Marshall, like he's done a ton for my community. If it unlocks at like midnight, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spend a little extra scratch. I'm going to buy a digital. That way I can just get in and go. And then when my collector's edition comes in, the code that comes in the collector's edition as my way of saying thanks, I'm going to give it to him.
That's another thing. I hear right now that a lot of people who got the collector's edition and the PlayStation bundle can't even preload. Are you having issues preloading?
I haven't bought it yet. Like I'm
you haven't?
Collector's edition.
Oh, did you get collector's edition, Kaz?
I didn't need all that. I don't need 19 inches of nobody.
That sounds like fear to me.
You wasn't feeling the BBV, bro?
Call it what you will.
Let's talk to somebody else about this situation, because I know he's super hype about Spider-Man too.
Like, yeah, somebody out here's got to have some answers.
And yeah, he's a pretty knowledgeable guy. So let's go ahead and bring on the gamer of hordes, Hoarder Gamer. What's good with it, sir?
Hello, everybody.
What's good?
How are you all doing?
I'm good.
I'm hyped at work.
I'm excited too.
Are you a collector's edition owner, sir?
So it's pre-ordered, but I got to be honest, the $240 price, that's with tax and shipping or whatever, I'm questioning it just because it's $130, $140 more than the best version of the game. And I'm like, it's this big 19-inch statue. I have tons of Venom action figures. I have like all sorts of Venom stuff. So part of me is like, there's that. And then also you get a steel book, but you get no disc. Yeah. So there's a number of things I'm looking at. But yes, very hyped for the game. Definitely getting the game.
Well, Dave Rose said he's a collector's edition owner, which I am not. I'm a deluxe edition owner myself. And I think Kaz is as well. But he says the collector's edition you can't preload because your code comes in the box, and that's what he bought. So they haven't gotten a box for the collector's edition, so they can't preload.
Yeah, which makes sense. The website said like release day delivery guaranteed. Like we will have it on release day. But like they didn't send us any code ahead of time, and then like of course I had the whole PlayStation debacle of like, well, you didn't use your email, so you didn't get an email, so I've just been having to keep the purchase information on a notepad this entire time, just waiting to see if anything has changed on it. And then the only reason I got it is because my dad fronted me the money, and I paid him back after to make sure I could secure the pre-order, because the whole pre-order apocalypse thing went down. So I had mine that day, and I've just been steadily checking with him of like, have they charged the card yet? How about now? How about now? And they still haven't charged him yet.
A lot of people are saying that as well, that there's no charges happening right now. You know what I mean? Like
it's probably tomorrow or Monday, I'm guessing.
That would be my assumption, is that like this week we're going to start seeing those charges.
I was thinking maybe because, it's so many people that pre-ordered it, they have to make sure they have the amount of statues for the amount of pre-orders, and that could take time. You know what I mean?
That could be a factor, but being the fact that you could still go to PlayStation Direct right now and just pick it up. Like, I think they have more than enough copies.
Yeah,
I
last
think
week I saw it on the website.
Of, like, they're just going to charge them all at once.
Hmm.
Because, now granted, it's not PlayStation directly involved with it, but Bungie did the same thing with the collector's editions of Lightfall and the Witch Queen. It's like, oh, I got charged like 2 days before it showed up. Yeah.
Well, Hoarder Gamer, Casual Avenger, Mr. Jkun Prime. Let's play a quick little game of fire or trash. Just a super fast game of fire or trash. Real super fast. This suit right here. Everybody can see that suit on the screen just fine?
The Spider Wukong suit.
Yeah. Yes. Fire or trash? Jkun Prime.
Trash.
Hoarder Gamer, fire or trash?
Fire, because it's completely impractical, but I absolutely love it.
Casual Avenger, fire or trash?
Fire. I feel like the people who feel like it's trash, wait until you see it in game. The details on the suit itself. I'm not a fan of the scarf on the head per se, but looking at some of those up close details really sold it for me. So I'm gonna say fire.
Okay.
And I would say that's a fair assessment. That like I may change my mind once I see it in motion, but just at that singular picture, no, trash.
Miles Morales, Brooklyn 2099, fire or trash? Jkun Prime.
For now, I'm going to say fire, but because the eyes don't move, that can very quickly change.
Hoarder Gamer,
fire.
Casual Avenger.
I go fire. It looked decent. It looks good in game too. I get them that.
Yo, to me, this is probably one of the best suits I've seen so far from Spider-Man 2. And I haven't been spoiled. I've literally not been spoiled, thank goodness. But I've been, looking at the suits that Insomniac has released or whatnot. And out of all of the suits they've released, that one right there sticks out the most to me. It's pretty damn dope. They just released this one, at least it's my first time seeing it today. What do y'all think about this one? Fire or trash, Jkun?
Yeah, trash.
Horde.
Fire, but I absolutely love 1950s type sci-fi, and that's what it reminds me of.
Cass.
I won't overcomplicate it. I'll just say it's fire.
This suit
I
to me,
mixed feelings on it.
It looks like Ant-Man suit, bro. I was like, is that Ant-Man with webs? You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh snap, look, they got an Ant. Wait, that's not Ant-Man. That's actually Spider-Man. So I'm gonna go with. I like the detail. Don't get me wrong. His suit is clean as hell, but it's just not my style. I'm gonna have to go trash for this one.
It strikes me. They did this comic, and Hoarder may be able to refresh my memory on it, but it was like a multiverse type of comic book where like Tony Stark, instead of being Iron Man, he was Ant-Man, and that kind of reminds me of the suit he was wearing. And I thought it was ridiculous.
It kind of reminds me of Abe Lincoln from Hellboy, like with his
Abe Sapien. Yeah.
Abe Sapien. I said Abe Lincoln.
You sure did. I was like, what?
I'm sick. I get my head is stuffy. But yeah, it's like it just kind of looked like it kind of got some of that aesthetic going. That was the first thing that jumped out to me. But I definitely see the Ant-Man vibes there as well.
Yeah, that's literally that's the first thing I thought about when I saw it. I was like, yo, there's one more suit that I want you guys to fire or trash me on, and it's gonna take me a second to get to it. Give me 1 second, yo. This suit to me is immaculate, but I don't know, like the eyes don't move on it, you know what I'm saying? So but like to me, this is like a modern day. If Spider-Man built the Iron Spider suit, this is what it would look like. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with you first, Jkun Prime. Fire or trash?
I could definitely see a Iron Spider Mark III out of that. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the big bulby bug eyes, so I'm Movable eyes is a deal breaker for me, so I'm gonna have to
MCU and Insomniac has really ruined spider eyes for so many people, bro.
The moving eyes project so much emotion with the suit, and when you don't have that, I feel a lot of it is lost.
I feel it. Hoarder Gamer, fire trash.
Trash, but I might change my mind once I see it in motion.
Okay.
See, we're not unreasonable.
No, you're not. You're really not. I think it's an impeccable suit. Like they've really went crazy on detail this time around.
Yeah,
all of these suits.
Like I love the gold trim. I love the gold spider. Like it's almost superior Spider-Man like to me.
Right.
The eyes are a deal breaker.
Kaz, fire or trash on an Iron Spider Mark 17,000.
I mean, objectively, I really don't care about any of the suits that aren't like fan favorites or movie or comic based skins. But I would say it's fire. Like none of those suits really I saw that were like, yes. The most hype I got was seeing the Black Raimi suit in the trailer, but it's like all of this is like I'll take it, but that's not what I'm looking for. So like all of these suits just kind of look over designed a little bit. That was my first impression.
I can see that.
Yeah, I could feel him quite a bit on that. Because how many suits in total are there supposed to be?
65 plus, right?
Yeah, so that is a template suit and then 4 variants per template, right?
Like the movie skins don't have variations, but the advanced suit and a lot of these suits have color variations. So.
Yeah, and like
what I'm noticing
is trying too hard.
What about the Wakanda suit? Yeah, what about the Wakanda suit? Y'all like the Wakanda suit? Fire trash, Jkun?
I would like it more if it was black. Black with the purple glow. I thought
you can probably turn it black though. With the
if you can turn it black, then it's an instant fire.
Hoarder.
Fire, but I'm just gonna say I think it's okay.
Okay. Kaz?
Like I said, it's fire. Objectively, I don't feel like any of the suits are necessarily bad. Like I said, my first impression was a little over designed, but with the Wakanda inspiration on this one, it's like I'm vibing with it.
Okay. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's trash to me. Like maybe black, you know what I'm saying? But one thing that what you said, Kaz, that's really like it made all of these suits look completely different to me in a split second was over designed. Like this should have been a lot sleeker than it is. You know what I mean? Like it's not it's got too much going on. You got like 4 different color palettes on here on top of like we got 4 eyes going on. I don't know, man.
That would be a little more accurate as far as spider light goes, because all spiders have more than 2 eyes.
But he's supposed to be a panther. This is a Wakanda suit.
Yeah, but it's designed for Spider-Man.
I forgot the name of the suit with the scarf on the head, but it's like when you zoom in and see the face details, I'm telling you, I think you might change your mind on that one. But like that's what I'm saying. Like objectively, like if you put these new skins that they created themselves and stand those next to like the Amazing Spider-Man suit or the Homecoming suit or things like that, it looks like so much is going on these new skins. Like they look so busy and bright, and you got feathers and frills and all this other stuff going on. It's like, bro, it's just Spider-Man.
I can feel you on that, because like some of my favorite design suits have been some of the simplest. Like look no further than the black suit, all black with a white spider, done. Scarlet Spider, one of the most iconic suit designs. It's a red jumper with a hoodie. That's it.
With some leggings underneath.
Yeah. A couple ankle pouches. My favorite design of all time was Ben Reilly's Sensational Spider-Man. And I would say that would probably be the busiest suit design.
Is that the one with the big spider that's like on the side? Is that the one with the big spider on the side?
That's the new one. It was dead center The arms were all blue with the webs on the hands and then like half webs on the boots. Like I was a big fan of that suit.
Now I got a question for everybody on the panel, and in the chat too. Chat, let me know what y'all if y'all have been spoiled or not. I know like TikTok is going crazy. Instagram is going crazy. Twitter has been going crazy for like 2 weeks. They were spoiling the game like the day they got it in their hand. Like, yo, I'm 15 hours in, I'm done. I've got all of these platinum trophies. I've got every suit unlocked. I've you know what I mean? I'm just like, damn, okay, chill, bro. Go outside, touch some grass.
Shut the hell up already.
I mean? But have you been spoiled at all, Omni Jkun Prime?
Honestly, no, because anything I've seen, I actively went looking for.
Okay, so you've seen spoilers, but you weren't spoiled because you were looking for the spoilers.
Because I didn't go like... It's hard to describe how I went looking. I went looking for suits because I don't care if you spoil me on that. I want to know what suits are in the game, so I know which ones I want to go after. I did see a couple things, but nothing that I honestly, if you asked me on the spot, I probably would have told you that's exactly what's going to happen. Like, do certain people know who Spider-Man is? Yeah, they know. And it's like, why wouldn't they? But have I been like, oh my God, so-and-so is going to show up? No, I haven't seen nothing like that because I haven't gone looking for it.
Good. Going to the game raw, sir. Inhale that BBV, good sir. Cass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jkun.
He killed you with that last week, I swear.
Dude, I'm like, Jay Shot Glass needs mental help for that. But anyway, Cass, have you been spoiled at all, good sir?
To a degree, like similar to Jkun, I went looking for specific things. So it's like it's stuff I needed to know. And I found it out. And it's like I'm good with it. Like the way I break it down logically is, or the way I I'm okay with it is there's still like tons of hours of the game to explore. So it's like the little bit that I know is nothing compared to all the other stuff that I still have to explore and find. Right. But yeah, I went in looking for specific suits, and I had to know what was going on with Venom to a degree. I got my answer, and it's like I'm good now.
I'll be completely transparent. The number one thing I went looking for was like I wanted confirmation of the superior Spider-Man suit. I got it. I know how to get it. And I was good.
Just spoiled a whole bunch of people who didn't know it was in the game. Good.
Well, he didn't say if it's in there or not.
Yeah, that's in the trailer. They already showed that suit.
That's
the superior suit.
Yeah, the superior Spider-Man suit was in one of the costume trailers. It's in there for like a quarter of a second, but it's in there.
It's a recolor of the no. Yes, it is. The one in the trailer. Somebody already broke it down. It's literally a recolor. That's they made the spider black. Anyways, but I'm glad you got what you. Anyways, Horde Dog, my guy, my dude, have you been spoiled? I know you're on the internet a lot looking.
Yes.
Stuff, so.
Yeah. Luckily, avoided story spoilers. That so all I was looking for was some mechanics and stuff, but that's been really hard to find without getting into the spoilers. So really, no. I have seen all the outfits. And obviously, I'm not going to say what they are, but there's two that are jaw-dropping that'll blow people's minds. But otherwise, they're really cool, a lot of them. But there's only two that were like, whoa, when I saw them.
I'll agree with that. They definitely held us down with some suit selections, like a lot of suits that fans have been demanding. Without saying which ones, there's a ton, but they held us down. I do see a little room for like complaint and controversy when fans see one specific suit. We'll see how that gets handled. But that's like I said, it's I feel like they cooked with this game, bro. Like from what I've seen, I feel like they legitimately cooked. Reviews will be out Monday, so we'll get to see a little more.
See, that's another thing, Kaz. I'm glad you brought that up because I don't know if I'm going to even check out reviews. You know, I mean, maybe the spoiler-free reviews. I might check those out, but y'all know these dudes is anxious to get that info out. They got it first. You know what I'm saying? They're ready. Like, I'm pretty sure their videos are sitting on the scheduled mark for 7 o'clock in the morning on the 16th. Yeah. So like,
I wouldn't risk it, bro. Like you've been doing solid with staying unspoiled. You don't know what people are going to say and what they consider spoilers in their review.
Right.
There's some crazy stuff going on with the story beat, so it's like fall back. Check out the score, the rating. So but don't actually look at the reviews.
Yeah. I'd be careful about GameSpot. They spoiled something pretty big for me in Final Fantasy 16 and another pretty big game. And I would have not expected that in a freaking review from one of the big ones.
Yeah,
IGN's been pretty solid, though, avoiding the spoilers and actually saying, without going into any spoilers early in the review, like right in the very beginning. So they've been pretty solid.
Hey, Kaz, do you know if Bob got Spider-Man early?
I haven't heard anything about him getting it. The only people I know that got it early that's even remotely close to our circle is Caboose. I don't even think Evan got a copy early.
No, I was looking at his Twitter today, and he was like, "Sadly, I did not get the early review, so let me get to early review it." But it's probably because the damn Spotty Squad is in it again. They don't want him to have a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've been seeing some crazy people get copies. Like PlayStation UK have been holding some people down. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how big everybody's following is or what the metrics is they're looking for on that.
Another thing, y'all gotta be careful for the fake reviews and the fake stuff that's coming out. And I'm not hating on Xbox people. I own 2 Xbox. I actually have more Xbox stuff than I have PlayStation stuff, even though I'm a PlayStation player. There's been, and I actually did a little bit of research and a little bit of digging, but there's been a couple of people with some well-known accounts and big followings that, I was one of the people who, finished the game early, yada, yada, yada. I got my platinum trophy and stuff. It's, not really that you look at this person's feed, it's all Xbox praise. And I'm like, why would Sony give somebody like this a copy of the game to review? They wouldn't. They really wouldn't. Like, so just be careful, folks out there on these reviews. Make sure you're being you're watching videos and reading stuff from trusted reviewers, because there's a lot of fake stuff going on and a lot of people who are mad that Starfield didn't blow minds like they wanted it to, and are literally trying to take down one of the biggest games of the year, especially on the PlayStation side. So just be aware. Day one streaming, day one content. Are you a day one contenter, Jkun Prime?
You already know.
What can they?
Let's ask Jkun if he's about making content as he's literally posting a video while co-hosting the podcast. Are you about that life, Jay?
Tell them what are you going to be doing on Spider-Man Day? Where they can find you doing what you're going to be doing on Spider-Man Day?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Y'all know where you can find me by now. Come on.
Just in case we got some new viewers, you know what I'm saying?
So the moment pretty much the moment we wake up, catch me over at Twitch TV, Jkun Prime. Going to be streaming until my eyes bleed, making clips pretty much the entire time, since I can literally just make a clip at the push of a button. And then followed YouTube, TikTok, Jkun Prime. And you'll see shorts and videos all up from there.
Kaz, day one content creations for you for Spider-Man Day?
Probably not streaming it. I'll probably get out, first impressions or something like that. Mm-hmm. But streaming with chat, you got to manage that with people throwing out spoilers. Like people who've never come across your channel before in life will come specifically, this is who Venom is. And I don't want that done to people. So it's like, hey, we'll just bang out a couple videos, and then we might do a stream on Sunday or something like that.
That actually That's actually not a bad idea, bro. When
Actually, can I touch on that for a second?
Go ahead.
Okay. So those of you looking to stream Spider-Man on release day, you veterans, you already know what to expect. But yeah, expect people coming into your chat that like, oh my God, I can't believe Venom is so-and-so, and try and spoil the whole game for you. Here is a piece of advice from a veteran who has done release day streams multiple times. Some of the biggest of note that like people tried to spoil for me was Fallout 4, Uncharted, A Thief's End, and a couple others. Do not acknowledge those messages. Just let them roll on by through the chat. Don't even emotionally, facially react to them at all. Act like you never saw it. It's okay if you did see it.
That's harder to
give
do.
No reaction whatsoever. And I promise you, they will go away.
I would say Nightbot is your friend. Try to get as much words banned with Nightbot as you can. But even still, it's like
you know what? I might do if I decide to. I see. Wait. Let me ask Hoarder real quick, and then I want to comment. Hoarder, actually, give me 2 seconds, Hoarder. Let me just say this real quick, and then I get
sure.
So I was thinking like maybe doing a members only stream, and then using that stream for content. That way, you got people who's actually paying to view your channel, so they're not going to do anything stupid. You know what I mean? You're trusted.
I would not say that.
Wow.
Yeah, people will pay to be dumb.
There are those petty people out there that like, let me pay $5 just so I can spoil this game for him.
Damn. Like, is it really that petty out there? God.
It's the internet, bro.
This is coming from almost 10 years of live streaming release day games. Wow. The best medicine is to treat it like Luke did that on YouTube. No reaction. No reaction at all. If they see that they can't rattle you, they just leave.
That's crazy.
Or you can pull a me where someone tried to spoil Uncharted 4. Number one, the guy wound up being freaking wrong. And then the chat just started roasting him for 20 minutes. You thought saying that was going to make me stop playing? Man.
Bro, if somebody can figure out how to spoil Spider-Man with the emo only chat, they some G's, bro. They are some G's. Hoarder Gamer. Wait, damn it, Hoarder. I'm not trying to stall you, bro.
It's okay.
Cass, tell them where they can find you doing your Spider-Man thing at, bro.
The name right there, Casual Avenger on YouTube. The name is right there.
And that's on day one, or the content will be day one. The stream will be 2 days later.
Yeah, like Saturday or Sunday, one of those two.
Got you. Horde Dog, I'm so sorry, bro. I just got you in the. Remember, you was in the basement that one show for I
lost your video feed for a second. I apologize. What did you say?
I said, do you remember that one show where you were in the basement like half the show because we had a full panel and I didn't see your thing pop up, bro?
It was hilarious. Yeah.
I feel like I'm
just over there like Doom.
It feel like I put you in the basement again, and I apologize.
No, it's okay.
Day one content on Spider-Man Day for you, and if tell us what kind of content you're gonna be hitting us with if you're doing so, good sir.
Sure. Playthrough information about Spider-Man. I might have like some Spider-Man toys and stuff behind me. Going to do some TikTok. Been experimenting with that recently. Trying to come up with a format that I like. And then also possibly doing some YouTube videos as well. But yeah, twitch.tv/HoarderGamer for the lion's share of it. And I just want to acknowledge some people in chat that asked me to acknowledge. Mr. Rage, good to see you. And excellent to see you, Capte. And that is all.
Oh, why you doing it like that? You ignorant, dude. And I love it. I guess a lot of us may have, not a lot of us, some of us have already went looking for information as to who Venom is. So that's the question I normally ask on the show when we're talking about Spider-Man. But some of y'all may actually know. So I kind of want to ask that question.
Yeah, let's not ask that question.
Yeah, that sounds right now, bro. Like, I know Kansas
is go watch the trailers. Watch the trailers and the keys, the details are in the trailer.
I don't care. I don't care who Venom is until I'm playing them. So I've been spoiler free. Don't you dare spoil me in this chat, and we're gonna move on. I will cut the chat off. God damn it, I don't care. Spider-Man 2 releases in 6 days. We've got everybody pretty much got some kind of day one content going on. We've seen some fire suits, we've seen some trash suits, we've seen some over-designed suits, we've seen some sleek-looking suits. Out of all of the suits you've seen that had no spoiler suits, which suit are you rocking day one for sure, Hoarder Gamer? Because we've been putting you in the basement, so you get to go first now.
Day one, I would say the Iraq Knight, because I love Moon Knight, and that's a really cool fusion there. I don't know if that's going to be the first one, because probably the game forces you to do with some other outfits. But yes, day one, I will try out the Iraq Knight.
Kaz, day one suit.
Day one until I don't know how long it's going to take me to get the suit that I'm actually looking for. But once I get that, I'm not taking that off for at least a week.
Whoa!
Before I get to that suit, it's a color variant for the advanced suit. It's a darker blue that goes with the red. Once I get that variation, I'll be rocking that day one.
I'm the Jkun. Prawn. Day one suit, sir.
Superior all the way.
Superior. Miles, day one, Hoarder Gamer.
Oh, I don't know the name of it, but it's one of the main ones they showed in the deluxe edition when they showed the Iraq. No, I think it might be a pre-order one. That's with the Iraq Knight. That one I really like a lot. I don't know what the name of it is though.
Kaz, Miles Morales suit.
That's tough because bro got some heat. he got heat across the board, bro.
Dude.
Matter of fact, he the white variant of his what is it called, the modern suit, but the white version, it's a color variant for that in black. Once I get that, I'll be rocking that day one.
Ooh, Miles Morales, Omni J.
That's tough.
Miles Morales, that Tokusatsu suit looked really nice. I may rock that one.
Bro, y'all about to laugh at me, but Miles Morales's default suit is just so damn good that just gonna be that suit. Like, bro, that's probably one of the best Spider-Man suits I've ever seen. Like, his just default regular suit is just so fire to me. And like Jay said, it's not a lot to it. It's literally all black at the bottom with just the colors, and then with the new little stripe on the sleeve and the shoulder. Like, it's perfect. Like they hook Miles up. They know what they do. They know what the brothers like. I'm so sorry for y'all that ain't brothers right now because I'm doing my brother dance. Yes, I am. I'm doing the brother dance. The BBV. The BB. Anyway, let's talk about. Damn you, J Shot Glass. This man, she's not gonna stay up anyway. Wait though. Let's take a quick, like, super fast commercial break because we're gonna talk about what's the name of that? Suicide Squad. My homie Hoarder Gamer hit me with some fire news yesterday, like before anybody hit me up with it, and I'm floored. If it's true, like, let's talk about it.
What's shaking, people? It's your girl Spring. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. If you enjoy the content, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and share the video. It's an easy way to help the squad grow and give you more fire content, shows, and events. This is your DSG brand ambassador Spring, and you know the motto, let the good times roll.
Man, so the homie Hoarder hit me up yesterday. Well, he hit the whole damn squad up yesterday. He was like, yo, Suicide Squad news, check it out. So apparently on Reddit, that's where it was at, right? Reddit?
Yes.
Okay, I would just read it to y'all real quick. If y'all don't mind, bear through me reading this real quick. It says, just saw an eternal, not final trailer for this at a trade show. This was meaning Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Details I remember. Deluxe edition will cost $99. Get you the game 3 days early. Battle pass points plus extra costumes. Day 1 edition, you get the extra costumes. Game details. Real-time weather stated in trailer. Did not see an example. Day-night cycle stated in trailer, but did not see an example. Metropolis is twice the size of Gotham in Arkham Knight. That's a lot of. That's some playground.
That's a big map.
That's some playground.
And Metropolis is completely massive, so that is believable.
Rocksteady are working on 1 year of extra content, new characters and missions, which were mentioned. They state clearly you can play the game co-op online or play it all solo and switch between the 4 different characters. So seems like it's got like a what's the name of that game? Outriders style type of thing where you can go hook up with your people or you can just go and do it solo by yourself, except they'll have 3 people with you that you can interloop with, which is
that sounds like a few games actually. Like drop in, drop out co-op. Like that sounds like a lot of live service games.
A little like Gotham Knights too.
Yeah, Gotham
Knights.
The being able to switch to teammates at any time. The best one that comes to mind most recently would be Final Fantasy VII Remake, where mid-battle, like, okay, Cloud isn't working, let me switch over to Barret. Okay, Barret's not working, let me go to Tifa. And yeah, if that's the formula that they're going to go with, I think that's really smart.
Trailer makes a point that the players should play how they want to, makes a point that each character has distinct traversal and distinct combat. Deadshot is gunplay, the others are more melee focused. Have no details on microtransactions or XP or anything game as a service. So let's talk about the first part of this. Deluxe edition will cost $99, get you the game 3 days early, battle pass points, and extra costumes. That sounds hella plausible, believable to me. Like,
yeah, very.
Sounds like something that could happen. Jkun Prime, can a comment on that?
I think that's very plausible. And if this winds up being true, I'm very, very pleased with the fact that they are not backing off of the live service section of this game.
Yeah.
Cass, talk to me. Deluxe edition, $99, 3 days early, battle pass points, extra costumes.
Yeah, that sounds like a believable price point. Like I said, it's for that game. I feel like they're going to be because of the trajectory they're on. They're roughly going to be looking at the same boat as Avenger. So it's like that first hands-on that people get, early access to. That's going to make or break the game before it officially releases because people are going to be looking out for major bugs, major problems, traversal issues, all of that stuff. But they definitely seem like they're going in the same direction as far as pricing, business model. And they're still doing free DLC to a degree and stuff like that. So it's like it sounds feasible. I didn't see that stuff myself, so this is my first time actually hearing about it.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Well, there you go.
Breaking news.
Yes, indeed. Porter, I know you probably have discussed this over and over. You're the one who broke the news for me. But let me hear that. Hear what you think about the deluxe edition, $99, 3 days early, battle pass points, and extra costumes.
I think that sounds really good, and it's very believable. And an update, one of the mods at the Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League subreddit said they have gotten numerous bits of proof from Owl, damn it, I forget his first name, Ritual_Owl, that it looks very legit. And as of right now, they're saying it's legit. The mod is saying, yeah, this looks real.
Whoa, okay. Real-time weather stated in trailer, did not see an example. The day-night cycle, which, I mean, if you don't have that in a looter-shooter style game at this point with, Unreal Engine, Fortnite doing what it does, I mean, there was even day and nighttime maps on Avengers. Overwatch does it really well. Call of Duty actually has been doing it well in the last couple of games. So, what are your thoughts about the shit? Destiny is a perfect example of day and night cycles and things like that. So
to a point, yeah. If you stick around long enough, you will see like subtle day and night cycles, but the areas do kind of stay steadfast. Like the one that like pops out in my mind the most is the Cosmodrome, or what a lot of Destiny veterans call like the Blueberry area, where like all the brand new players go there. They start there. The Cosmodrome kind of stays pretty steady. It stays pretty well lit almost all the time. Right. Funny enough, the areas where you'll kind of see the day and night cycles the most is the moon, where you shouldn't really be seeing sunlight at all.
Yo, that's crazy. But talk to me. How do you think that sounds for as a game like Suicide Squad? Is that cool?
I think it brings a nice aesthetic to the environment. I would like to see them, if they're going to incorporate day and night cycles, especially since we're going to be dealing with like Brainiac and all of his different type of stuff. I would like to see a change in enemy dynamic. If you're going to do day and night cycles, say like at night they start getting more aggressive or something like that, I think that would be a really cool touch.
Depending on the part of the city you're in or something like that.
Yeah. Or like since it's Brainiac minions, like, okay, it's nighttime, so okay, I might be able to move around a little easier at night. I guess again, they use infrared or something like that.
Crazy. Cass, talk to me. Day-night cycle, weather changing, all of that in Metropolis, bro.
I agree with Jkun. Like if it affects gameplay or it, adds a variety to gameplay, I'm all for it. With it being a active invasion, like I don't see much opportunity for like people to be running the streets normally. Like you're not going to the grocery store with a mothership hanging over the city. You know what I'm saying?
Or if they're going to incorporate like weather or something like that, like have some like secret trophy or achievement in the game. It's like fight the Flash while it's raining. Well, and have something like, because it's all slippery and everything, he's moving around super fast, it's raining, and he slips and falls or some shit.
I was about to say for Boomerang, with Boomerang being a speedster, he can glide a little bit in the snow or the rain and things like that. So if you're doing fun stuff like that.
So you slide like 5 feet.
Aesthetic, you talking about like aesthetics to it too. Yeah, that's actually tight, guys. You want to follow that up, Howard?
Yes. So one thing I think they made a point of it, and he made a point of it, is but one thing we have to remember is this is Rocksteady. All the Batman games took place at night. So the idea of having a day-night cycle for Rocksteady is exciting. I want to see how they handle it. And we've seen a little of it in the gameplay and trailers and stuff. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing them take that on.
Well, in the trailer, from what I can remember, I remember one portion, it was like super bright. It's like daytime super bright. And then like they cut to another scene and it was like nighttime. So it was a different part of the map or a completely different map or whatnot. But it looked pretty cool to me. Trailer makes a point that the players should play how they want to, makes a point that each character has distinct traversal and distinct combat. Deadshot is gunplay while the others are more melee focused. Not saying I think Lejeune posted on Twitter that they still have long range weapons.
Well, they still have guns, yeah. It's just the idea that I guess he is more firearm focused, and the other ones are a bit more melee focused.
What kind? Who are you thinking about running with on day one if you were to get this game, Jkun? Like out of the 4 that they've been announced,
King Shark,
melee, yeah. King Shark, huh? Cass,
I'm rocking Deadshot, but Deadshot and Boomerang. It'll be bouncing back between those two mostly.
Okay. Horde?
I'm going to play as all 4, but day 1 I'll be doing Harley and King Shark. And King Shark is the fastest melee character. That was actually said by Rocksteady.
What do you mean by fastest? Like he hits you more times in a 5-second period?
He's super quick at punching and kicking or whatever.
So he hits you probably... Yeah, rips.
Yeah. Man, that was fast. Fight dead.
Yes. Oh, okay. So, Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. They have no details on microtransactions. Obviously, suits are going to be costumes or whatever. It's going to be a microtransaction because they tell you get extra costumes if you buy the deluxe or the day 1 edition. So like obviously it's that. I'm wondering what if it's only cosmetics like Avengers. If that's the case, that might be That might be pretty damn bad. Cass, you are the Avenger here. You want to discuss microtransaction and how it could be good or bad?
From the perspective that content will be free, I don't feel like there's much room to complain about whatever the price point is for costumes. So if they're doing $15 or $20 a skin, you're getting whole DLC content for free, so you shouldn't be complaining. But that's not how the internet works.
They're doing the Avengers thing with the free DLC.
Did we learn nothing?
Oh no!
Yeah, before they announced their delay, they announced that.
But only for 1 year, though, based on this information, which would make sense because then they decide, oh, we need to charge for the expansions. We can.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm hoping that the delay was to revise the business strategy, because you literally just watch the company die behind that decision. So it's like to run head first into that wall was crazy. But if they're just doing it for a year, that sounds like a better understanding of how to navigate that.
Also, it could be they chopped the game up and that DLC is a part of the original game. Because for me, like, when I play Spider-Man 2 remastered, or Spider-Man 2. When I play Spider-Man remastered and I play those DLCs, to me they just fit like inside the game too well. Yes, there's a couple of different things that they added with the boss fights that make the boss fights a little bit better, but like that, it doesn't really feel like DLC. It just feels like we waited to play this portion of the game for a little while, and maybe that's what they'll be doing with Suicide Squad too. Just take out certain pieces of the game that's like pretty much side missions, because that's what those DLC felt like, was like long side, not even really long, like with 2-3 hour side missions, you know what I mean, that fit right into the game perfectly, like they took them out of the game. As far as DLC, what do you think, how do you think they're going to approach that, Jkun?
It's really hard to tell, because the only thing we really have to go on is Batman Arkham Knight and Arkham City, as far as how they've handled DLC in the past, and neither one of those were live service games. You just got it when you got it.
Excuse me, Cass, you want to comment on that, good sir? Sorry about that.
You good? Yeah, I would imagine it'll be similar. So like like in the same vein as the Arkham series, Gotham Knights, Avengers. New expansion, new character to play, possibly cinematics, things like that. So you're extending the experience that you got from the main story campaign with a new experience in the DLC. So that seems to be the logic, that most studios are going with. As you mentioned with Spider-Man, they understood we need to charge for this experience. So hopefully everybody else starts to follow that trend and understand, because like realistically they could continue doing that with Spider-Man and just keep those games going without calling it a live service. You're not offering gear or anything like that, but every couple months we offer a new expansion. So a new, like they can drop a Mysterio DLC in the original Spider-Man game that would have done numbers, and you're selling it. So it's like you can, DLC is the wave. You just gotta manage that properly.
Yo, Hoarder Gambler, you care to comment on that, sir?
Sure. So one thing too, I know some people were worried that when the game got pushed back. I always like to reiterate this. Even with Arkham Knight, that was meant to come out October of 2014, and it got pushed back to June of 2015. And at least on console, it was an excellent experience.
Yeah.
So that's something Rocksteady will take the time and get that extra 6 months, that extra almost a year if they need to on their games. Now, it's very exciting to hear that they're working on a year of extra content, because it sounds like some of the time that they have now is not just polish or maybe making it so single players offline and not fully online or something. It could also be that they're going to be ready to go and like a month after launch be like, this villain has come to town. Like, I don't expect a new character a month after launch, maybe 2 or 3 at the earliest, but I expect villains to show up in Metropolis. I definitely expect different factions to rise up in Metropolis. It's really interesting, because I'm also wondering if they plan a larger expansion and going crazy and bringing like other cities. Or like once we're done with Brainiac, do we actually finish with Brainiac and the Justice League? Is there a tonal shift at the end of the game that alters it? Like, I'm just trying to wrap my head around how this is going to work. Like, are there somehow now more Justice League members we need to take down?
Right.
You know, it's really fascinating to me when I look at that. Like, one thing they could do, keep Metropolis, and right now they're heavily pushing DC versus vampires. In a year from now, a year from launch, they could be like, well, now vampires are in Metropolis. Because they even just announced a brand new DC versus vampires ongoing series for Elseworlds, like at New York Comic Con. So just an idea as with what they might do with this. I have no idea.
I guess DC's finally ran the train on the zombie story.
But DC Zombies was so dang on good. The DC series,
yeah, DCeased was great.
DCeased is really good. Yeah.
Yo, that was
Honest to God, one of my favorite issues of DCeased was the issue that revolved around crypto. Like, that was an amazing issue.
I like literally the issue before that, the one with Superman when they showing him getting his arm all ripped up.
Oh yeah,
that was literally the issue right before that one, bro.
He turned in a way that I was just like, damn, I didn't even think of that. Like,
it's crazy, bro. Crazy. Play how you want to play. I don't understand that. What does that even mean, Hoarder?
Oh, so if you want to focus on guns and all guns, do that. Focus on mostly melee, do that. Focus on the different characteristics that each character is going to have that would kind of alter those play styles. I think that's definitely what they're talking about there. Like, if your character wants to use a sniper rifle, use a sniper rifle. If not, use pistols. Like with Harley, I could see using double pistols a lot. Like that's and her bat, of course. But like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they're getting at there.
Okay. Play how you want to play.
I have a feeling characters are going to be like, everybody can kind of do everything, but every character is going to excel at something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's already stated King Shark, the best puncher and kicker, yada, yada, yada. He's got the best melee. It's already kind of stated that Deadshot is going to be the best shooter. So maybe Boomerang has the best traversal because of his super speed. Or, he can do the speed verse for like 30 seconds.
And then like Harley would probably be the most agility based one, where like
also intense melee. Like she might go just nuts and just know, like not as fast, but just kind of wreck someone with that bat or her other melee weapon.
Or it could be something as simple like she's not as fast as Boomerang, but she's damn hard to hit.
Right, dodge abilities might be on smash mode or something, right? Yeah. Okay. Kaz, you want to comment on playing how you want to play before we move on?
It sounds like they're just from what they're describing, it sounds like they have a better focus on balancing between melee and combat. I mean, melee and ranged attacks. We saw Avenger struggle with that right up into the death. Like they never figured out melee. They never, found a way to balance that with gear or anything like that. At least it's on their mind. It's like, I don't know what they're planning as far as multiplayer content, because that's going to be a big component of the game as well. But at least you understand with a game where you can punch and shoot, there should be balance. At least it sounds like that's what they're leaning towards.
Okay. Now, does anyone know if there is a gear system in Suicide Squad? There is.
Yes.
I mean, they already showed that.
Yeah,
so
I don't remember
not changing that part of the game.
Yeah, so it's GCPD weapons. It is Luthor Corp weapons, armor tech weapons. But oddly enough, they did not mention Intergang, which I fully expect to be involved in a game that takes place in Metropolis. But those other companies, yes.
Wayne Tech?
Wayne Tech.
Or even Steelworks.
I am just basing this on when they had their oh God, what do you call that? The PlayStation State of Play. So after they had the gameplay, they had the team at Rocksteady talk about it. Those were the companies mentioned by name.
Who are you looking forward to smashing first? What superhero as a villain are you? And I know it's Green Lantern for you. I already know it's Green Lantern for you.
I mean, there's an ongoing bet if I'm ever going to progress past having to fight Green Lantern. What do you mean I got to kill Green Lantern? Well, I guess we're done, chat.
And he's prominent in the game. You know, he's got his own little green throne and everything. So I'm looking forward to it.
If I had to pick, I would definitely look forward to taking out Flash.
You're gonna leave my boy. Oh, you did that on purpose, didn't you?
No, just because.
Oh, okay. I'm like, when you know I'm a Flash fan, I'm like, bro, leave my homie alone.
The missus is a Flash fan. Just based on what I've seen, he seems like he's gonna be the loudmouth, and I always make it a point to kill the loudmouth.
Okay. So. Who you looking forward to smashing, Cass?
Beating up Batman. That's going to be probably the hardest boss fight, which sounds crazy in a game where you literally got Superman on evil mode, but
Batman. And the Flash, like, and Green Lantern. But Batman is about to be that dude. That's so the one with no powers.
I'm getting revenge from
Green Lantern, the last One New Testament of Hal Jordan. He had a conversation with his friend Tom, asking if he had to fight the Justice League, could he do it? And he said that, like, the first person he would take out is the Flash. And then he said the next one would be pretty obvious. And his friend Tom was like, oh, Superman? Batman. I would send him as far away from the fight as humanly possible.
Damn, that's crazy. Horde, though, who are you looking forward to murking, bro?
I'm not looking forward to killing them, but I look forward to the battle itself, Batman, because right now the estimation is it's going to be a lot like the Predator gameplay, except where the villains and Batman's overhead going like on, you know, and we're trying to avoid getting killed by this like almost ghost-like specter that can come out of nowhere, grab us, and probably maybe instant kill. I don't know if he does an instant kill, but still, it's going to be intense.
Y'all got me scared of Batman, bruh. That's crazy.
After that trailer, you should be. He takes a guard's dead body and just drops it on the ground. And then he goes, like I think he goes, I am vengeance or I'm the night. So it's still like he can talk like Batman. So it's like he's got his mental faculties. That's frightening as hell.
Yeah, what kind of mind control are they under? Because they know who they are. Like the Flash is still the Flash. He's just an asshole. You know what I mean? Like
what they touched on this in Injustice 2, I think they called it indoctrination. They're fully aware of who they are and what's happening to them, but they lack the will to stop it.
Damn.
It also feels like their inhibitions are gone.
Damn. And they can do that to Superman? Oh, oh Lord. I'm scared of Batman though. All right. Dragon Ball dropped a new trailer yesterday, and it kind of sent the internet into a fizzy, bro. Like, what? So I'm gonna just ask: have you seen the trailer, Jkun?
Yes, I have seen the trailer for Dragon Ball Daima.
Cash, you seen it?
Bits and pieces, yeah.
Porter, you seen it?
I have not.
Why?
I'm not a Dragon Ball fan.
Why?
I'm sorry. I'm just not.
Why?
I don't have an actual reason.
You're tripping. You need to like rearrange your whole life, then. Sir.
No, I just never got into Dragon Ball. I think it's because everyone just kind of like was like, you have to check out Dragon Ball. You have to watch Dragon Ball. And then I watched it finally, and I was like, I don't get it. To me, it was very much like He-Man Masters of the Universe to me. Like just the idea of that everyone has to be the strongest, and I don't know. I just didn't get it. I don't think everyone gets it, to be honest with you.
When did you start? Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh wow!
Give the original Dragon Ball a try. I think you would find that a lot more enjoyable.
Wow!
Because it's more of an adventure, anime. Not
Yeah,
just
Dragon Ball Z is a
fight.
literal slug. Oh shit, we lost Kaz. But Dragon Ball Z is a literal slugfest. It's like, and I can get it, but if you don't have the history of Dragon Ball to go off of to understand why these characters are acting a certain way, I can get it. But Dragon Ball dropped a trailer, and it kind of sent the internet into a frenzy. I don't know what to think about this. Like, the animation looks awesome. Voice acting is always on point, whether it be American or the Japanese version with the subs. But I'm gonna just say this: the one thing people hated about Dragon Ball GT was the fact that they turned Goku into a kid. Now you've got every damn Z fighter as a kid. Like, what is going on? Y'all seen the baby Roshi, the chibi Roshi? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on? Jkun Prime, your thoughts on that trailer, sir?
I really don't know, because like, you really kind of nailed it. That like Dragon Ball GT was their attempt to go back to Dragon Ball's roots of Goku as a child and having wide scale adventures rather than the knockdown drag out slugfest that Z wound up being for the most part, and it was universally dumped on. Right. So they went with Dragon Ball Super, which got huge success, especially with the Tournament of Power. So it really baffles me that they're trying this again when they already know what the target audience wants, and you still have 3 or 4 arcs of Dragon Ball Super that you still haven't converted to anime yet.
Right, and they got better. Like, the arcs got better, right? Yeah, that's so. I don't understand this. I honestly thought that the next animated series we were supposed to get was Super 2 alongside Trunks and Goten's story or whatever.
Yeah, they were supposed to do something with Goten and Trunks. I remember that. Maybe they just think that, like, okay, people are getting their Dragon Ball action fix because, like, Super Dragon Ball Heroes? I know that's not like a full-fledged series,
right? But
they're still steadily pumping those out. Maybe they're thinking like, okay, everybody's getting their beat 'em up fix with Super Dragon Ball Heroes, so we're free to go try something else.
I don't know, bro. I don't like. Why? Like I asked Hoarder, bro. Why? Why would you turn Goku into a kid again, knowing that the 95.7% of that fan base did not like Goku as a kid? That's why when they made Super Saiyan 4, they made him grown up again, because nobody wanted to see kid Goku when we've already experienced that. Like, he's gotten to this point of immaculate power. Show that off. And that's what they kind of did with Super. They was like, okay, yeah, we'll do that in Super. But GT, as cool as Super Saiyan 4 looked, outside of that whole kid Goku thing, and then him staying as a kid at the end of the series was just like, don't do that again. Now you've got everybody as a kid. I don't even know what to like. I don't even know what to do with this series. I'm gonna watch it, at least the first few episodes, to see if they can reel me in. But is this something, chat? Y'all interested in the new, what is it, Daima, Dragon Ball Daima?
Daima.
Yeah. Y'all interested in that? Jay, you interested in it, bro?
I'll give it a look, because I will say this, because of just how it's going to go. Like, because I mean, full disclosure, we have no context whatsoever. Right. All we have is a trailer. I'm not expecting this to be a full-fledged series. I think this is going to be some type of mini series to kind of test the water, and then if it does well, they may progress further. But if you had to, like, what do you think is going to go down? You've got to answer in some fashion. I think this is them just trying to tide people over while they continue to work on episodes for Super. Because you're not going to release something like Ultra Instinct and Beast Mode and then never put them in anime form. Like, people will crucify you.
I don't know, bro. I hope that's the case. It would make sense that, but the animation in this trailer is beyond Super. Like, they spent money on this trailer, dude. Like,
oh yeah,
big bucks on this trailer, bro. So.
The animation style, I'll be the first one to admit, when Super originally started, that animation
oh yeah, it was horrible.
But the animation has gotten so much better over time. And if you look at something like Dragon Ball Superhero, which was the latest movie, which was entirely 3D.
Yeah.
That was all CGI, animated CGI. And that was some of the best Dragon Ball has ever looked. And they would have to be idiots to try and incorporate that in some fashion. I know it may not be the biggest budget in the world, but you got to find a way to implement that into your ongoing series, because you can't have something look that good and set the bar that high only to just throw it right in the garbage after. That is bad business.
Let's I don't know if I'm gonna catch a copyright for that. I was about to say let's watch the trailer for it.
It's Bandai. Don't roll the dice on it.
Yeah, I was about to say let's watch it, but nah, I don't want to catch.
Well, not Bandai, Funimation.
They even worse than Bandai.
Yeah, don't roll the dice on it.
I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna watch it.
So I'm gonna acknowledge the chat real quick. Lejeune, when does Attack on Titan finally finish? Because I'm on season 4 finally.
He said Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I finally took the plunge and started watching it, and I keep hearing that, well, the anime's not finished yet because they're changing the ending. And I'm like, okay, well, when's the rest of it?
Dang. Damn it. Loki. Let's finish this off with Loki. I'm halfway through GenV, so I can't really discuss that tonight. I was supposed to play like 2 matches of Overwatch, right, and then go watch GenV. I even tweeted that out. I'm gonna play a couple of, and yeah, I played like 5 matches of that. Then went 1-2 games of Fortnite. Came back to Overwatch, and I looked at the time. I was like, oh my god, I gotta watch GenV, and I couldn't finish it. I'm halfway through it though, so
I mean it's all good. I haven't even started GenV yet, so
dude, it's so good though. Like
but I mean, like Attack on Titan has been really good, and I want to keep watching that until I don't have anything left to watch, and then I'll move over to GenV. Because I work every day until Spider-Man 2 drops, and if I'm at a store, yeah, I can watch whatever I want. If I'm at the factory, man, I can't be watching GenV at the factory.
I feel it.
It's more than just me there.
Yeah, you gotta watch GenV in the privacy of your own.
Yeah. I can watch it at the factory because they'll see anime and just go, oh, whatever.
Yeah. So Loki, let's talk Loki. Before we get up out of here. So Loki episode 2. Really self-contained episode, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I was not that like episode 1 was whoa. This episode was like, okay, episode 3, let's go. Can't wait for you to come out. Your thoughts on that one, and I'll just start with you, Jkun.
I mean, it was okay. Like it's feeling like the predictable slow burn that every Marvel series seems to have as of late. Like the first 2 or 3 episodes are going to be kind of like, whatever. And then it's really going to ramp up at the end. And I don't see that changing anytime soon.
I hear that. Horde Dog, what you got for me? Loki, season 2, episode 2.
So even by that rationale, I did feel that there was way too many long scenes of dialogue. Like there's 3 or 4 scenes of dialogue here that are just seem too long. The episode should have been edited. I want to say it was a 51-minute episode. Should have been like a 40-minute episode. It was good, but it was not as good as that first episode. That first episode was really strong. But even in Loki season 1, there was an episode, and I don't know what number it was, but there was one that had tons of dialogue, and it was sort of like just kind of like it felt kind of meandering, and it feels like to me this was that episode. Type of thing that happened in that first season.
To me, it just seems like they don't have the budget that they had last season, bro. Like we literally walked around we ate key lime pie in the kitchen because You know, we couldn't go to Asgard, or we couldn't go to.
We only had $40 left for the scene.
Right. Seriously, bro. Like we literally ate key lime pie in the kitchen because and that kitchen wasn't even real. That was a CGI kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Over 10 minutes attempting to interrogate somebody. Like, so there's that too, and it's like
that scene, like, bro. The episode. Let's rank this episode. Let's rank it out of 5. What would you give this episode, Horton?
3.
3. Yeah, I would say 2.5. I'm petty. I'm gonna say 2.5, bro. Because like, dude, have you ever watched the show that you like, but you couldn't wait till this episode ended because it just
Lost,
Walking Dead.
Yes, that show definitely needed editing on some episodes, man.
Yeah, Walking Dead was one of them shows. But the Negan season, bro, like I just could not wait for that to be over with.
I love him, but there's some episodes they were like, you know what? This will be 80 minutes. This will be 90 minutes, and it was just like they went nuts with some of those episodes. It was like, oh my god!
Masterclass and how to piss off your audience. Watch The Walking Dead.
Yes. That and never mind. I was about to say something about Game of Thrones, but I'm gonna leave that where it's at.
Let that dog sleep.
Please,
let that dragon sleep.
Yeah.
The unburned. But Loki season 2, episode 2 did not really hit the buttons for me. I think the series is still going to be a killer. I love all of the aspects of Loki still being like the acting in the episode was phenomenal.
Great performances across the board.
It was fun, and that's what that episode relied on heavily on. I mean, even Brad X5 or whatever his name is, he was actually pretty damn good in the episode. But when you just got somebody in a room, just one room in a box, and then you take them to McDonald's afterwards for lunch, it's not really much you can, not really much you can do with it.
There was a little more that happened at McDonald's, but yeah.
There's not much more, you know what I mean? You can really do with that as an actor, bro. Like, I'm good. It's not. I was about to say, like, normally I ask you, like, what was your favorite scene or what was your favorite part of that? Like, there really wasn't a favorite anything. What my favorite part of the episode was? The fucking credits roll. Yep.
Yeah. For me, it was OB. It was OB again.
I mean, OB is such a good character. I like it. I liked him in what's the other guy name from the front office? What's his name? The little.
I know who you're talking about, but
I know who you're talking about too. But there's a number of names I didn't get, including like the older woman who I think is named Docs or something. I don't even know if that's right.
Yeah, I think her name is Docs.
It is.
But yeah, you're talking about the guy that looked at the temp pad and was like, "Wait, I know what that is." You're talking about that guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one who read all the way through everything. He did the nerd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I have no idea what his name is.
I can't think of his name for nothing.
He's hilarious, and I think he was also on The Good Place, but I don't remember his name here.
Him with Obi was just like, I need them two in the scene at least twice an episode together because they're such nerds, you know what I mean? Like they take the nerdiness and dudes like, "Oh, you read it?" I kind of memorized that. You know what I'm saying? Just like, what? I love it.
Can I get your signature?
I don't think we're gonna be alive after this, but I'd love to give you my signature. You know, he's so innocent. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like yes, dude. And that's the same way the other character is. He's real innocent as well. You know what I mean? So them two to getting together and just playing off of that. That's my favorite. Besides the credits rolling, them two interacting was it for me. And some people like on Twitter were saying that Brad, aka X5, and Loki together was just movie magic type of stuff. So I guess what would be your favorite interaction off of this episode, Jkun?
From this episode, I would probably. I don't know. I think Loki and Brad in the interrogation room was pretty good. But I would have to say Honestly, not the Nerd and Obi. I really wouldn't. I would say Brad and Mobius in the McDonald's. Like when Brad, not to give away nothing, but when he starts freaking out, like I liked that scene.
I feel it. Hort?
I would say the scene with Loki talking to the McDonald's employee and getting information there. I thought that was really cool. Trying to avoid spoilers if people haven't seen it.
I know what he meant.
I was so lost. I was like, you didn't really talk to dude that. Oh, you're talking about the other person. Okay. I was lost for like a half a second, Hoarder. You really got me, bro. You got me that one. That was cool to be, but I think at that point, Brad and Morbius. Goodness gracious, that's so many Isiuses in this. Morbius, Snuffleupagus. I don't know, bro. It's too many. But Mobius and Brad, them sitting there talking was actually, to me, more interesting than what Loki and the McDonald's employee had to say, because theirs actually impacted everything, where the other ones was just like, flip my hair. I'm going to flip it and flip it again. Come on, man. That's cool, whatever. But I think that conversation was a little bit better, like I said, with Mobius and Brad, because Brad's stupid, though. He was like, just take me back, damn it. Take me back. See, a lot more consequence. And if they wouldn't have took him back, they wouldn't have ran into Docs and those guys. See what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Mobius and Brad was cool. Doc's getting her ass handed to her was cool to me, I should say. And Obi, the Nerd, them two together, comedy gold. Hoarder Gamer, what games have you played this week?
Diablo 4, Wayfinder, Cyberpunk. Oh, and I want to say something really quick about Cyberpunk. I had a bug that for like 10 or 12 hours, I thought it was a chip in V's head going bad. No, there was an update that wasn't a mandatory one. And once I put that in, it fixed the problem. So for 12 hours, the screen was vibrating and then also this insane humming. So anyone that was watching me or me playing it was like, my God, I cannot believe that CD Projekt would have something so insane to deal with in a game like this for so long. It was a bug.
For a 12-hour bug, bro?
Yes. It was supposed to be a cinema and end at the cinema. It decided not to. And because of the storyline, it made it sound like it was the chip in V's head, the degradation of it involving Johnny. So it made sense as to why, but no, it just turned out to be a bug. And it drove me almost nuts. But also Spider-Man, a replay of Spider-Man 2018 remastered.
Yeah, I watched you streaming that the other day, which was pretty damn cool. Jkun Prime, I know for a fact that you would like to talk about this, and let me pull this up real quick because this is actually pretty funny at the same time. So let me pull this up.
If it's what I think it is, we can totally show that.
Let's go. Let's talk about it real quick before we get up out of here, bro. I know you're the MK1 dude. We talked very, very little bit about this before the show started because we both was like 20 seconds before showtime getting into the pre-show. But what did you think about the Mortal Kombat 1 trailer? I mean, that picture of your face says you were.
I was definitely horrified at the fatalities. Like, I had a feeling which ones they were going to use, but then you see it in animation and you're kind of like, wow, geez. And then you see it with the graphical power of MK1 and you're like, dear God.
Bro, for me, I don't play MK. I don't play fighting games at all anymore. But for me, seeing that, and as an Omni-Man, I ain't gonna say an Omni-Man fan, but as a fan of the show Invincible, watching him do what he did in Invincible to other characters, and it looking so damn good, and so like the blood, just the eyeball popping out, the scene where he's holding his head and the train going. I was just like, bro.
I definitely had a case of what was the term, catharsis, when I saw him do it to Scorpion, because I'm really starting to hate that prick. But outside of that, like him popping Liu Kang's eyeball out, I was just like, God damn.
He said he was feeling the melancholy.
The trailer is only like 1 minute and 6 seconds, because they said it's just a sneak peek. Even Ed Boon straight up said, like, yeah, we said that we were not going to have an Omni-Man trailer at New York Comic Con. That's actually coming a little bit later. You haven't seen nothing yet. And I just went, okay.
I was impressed by what I saw. So,
like, the visuals look great. The fatalities look great. The fatal blow looks great. But like I mentioned before the show, I have that competitive mindset. The floating move where he's like this, and then he just goes like this and then zips across the screen, that looked cool, but I need to see exactly what that move is before I pass any judgment. But his normals where he's just kind of swinging, all I saw was just this lumbering big body that all the quick characters are going to shit on. And that's just the competitive brain in me of like, there are people out there with 6 frame down ones and like +3 frame starters. And I understand a lot of people don't understand that, but I do. And if your character doesn't have that, that's bad. Like,
but isn't what's the guy with the 4 arms? Isn't he pretty slow like that too?
Goro is actually not playable. He is only a cameo character, so he's just an assist. And what he does is he can do one of 4 things, each with a various pip of the cameo bar being taken away. He can do the little jump off screen and then stomp on you. That takes the whole bar. He can do what we in the FGC very affectionately call the punch walk, where he's just walking towards you, just swinging all 4 arms at you. That's half the health bar. He jumps in really quick, grabs you by the waist, and hurls you into the air. That's half the bar. And then he has another one where he just hops in real quick and with all 4 arms just punches upward. And that's only like quarter of a bar. And that's the fastest thing he can do. But the moment he hops on the screen, the opponent can just, and one punch and he's out. So.
Okay. So you think Omni might be a little bit too slow for you?
I need to see more before I ultimately make a decision. Like, don't get me wrong, for content purposes, we're absolutely going to play with him. But when it comes to tournament, unless there's a major balance patch before the next tournament I go to, Thunder God is going to be the way to go. Because Raiden is way too strong right now to, like, you know what, I'm going to play Omni-Man, even though it's only been out for 3 days when I've been playing Raiden for a month and a half.
Gotcha.
Like, yeah.
Well, boys, the next time we host a weekly wrap-up, we're all being played Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
So let's just do a whole wrap-up about Spider-Man 2. We'll just call it good because
works for me.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have so much to talk about, so many different points of views, so many hot takes. Oh, this was my favorite villain. Oh, this is my favorite suit. This is my favorite build, because you know you can make builds in Spider-Man now. With Miles, you get to pick 2 of his yellow powers, 2 of his blue powers. With Peter, it's even better with Peter because you've got more options. You can do full symbiote with 4 symbiote powers, full spider arms where you have 4 spider arm powers, or you can go 2 symbiote, 2 spider arm. So like you can make builds with Spider-Man. So that's content. For those who make content, make your best build with your Spider-Man or your Spider-Men. Put it out there. might help somebody out. You know what I mean? Might be able to clear a room real fast or something like that. I know Jkun gonna be trying to thunderclap with Spider-Man. So you know what I mean?
Whichever build gives me impact webbing, that's where I'm gonna be. Or what is it? Web bombs? Web bombs were my favorite.
I don't know. See, that's Spider-Man 4, PS4 or remaster, right?
Yeah.
You didn't really get too much of that in Miles Morales. It was more of his abilities.
It was more based around the Venom powers.
Right. But Peter is a gadgeteer. That's his thing. You know what I'm saying? So he may still have, like shock webs, impact weapon, web bombs. I hated that thing that made him hover, but shit, he might have stuff like that still. I will find out this Thursday
that was
night.
fun if you had them in a bunch. So like you would just throw it into the group that would launch them up, and then what I think it was called the shockwave launcher, where you would just fire a sonic blast at them.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you just throw that down and then and just right off the building they went.
Picture what I would do. I would drop that down, hit them with the web bomb, then hit them with that push, and then everybody just stick to a wall. You've got like 7 people on the wall just. So one more quick question about DLC for Spider-Man. Actually, I was thinking about this. I was actually going to do a video, but I just changed my mind and decided not to. But I think the DLC for Spider-Man is already completed. Reason why I think that is because they sent 90% of the people that were working on Spider-Man to work on Wolverine. You can't send that many people over if you're not more than halfway completed. I would say 75% completed on whatever you're working for on that project. You're not shipping people off of Fortnite to go work on Guitar Hero if Fortnite has a season coming out next week, and they have a season coming out next week. So you're not sending anybody away. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking is going on with Spider-Man 2. So quick question. DLC. Do you think the DLC, at least one of the DLCs, is already completed? Jkun.
I think at least one of them is already done. Yeah.
I think so too. Hoarder Gamer. One DLC already completed?
It depends on the size of it, because they could also go the Miles Morales route and just do another smaller game. It depends probably at what sold better for them as a company,
I think they had to do Miles Morales. That's why his game is only 8 hours max or something like that.
If you do everything in it, it's like 20 some hours. But yeah, the campaign
I'm saying
is like
the main campaign is only 8 hours, right? 10 hours max, right? I think they did that because they had a complete story to tell. Miles thing could have fit directly in to Spider-Man remastered PS4 or whatever, you know what I mean? He could have fit directly in there. Nobody would have blunk an eye if it was a DLC. But I think by them having him have his own story, that he needed his own game. But that's why it's so short. That's why has no DLC to it. You know what I mean? It's like, this is his story. It's going to help us tell the story of New York, because that's what Spider-Man is. It's a story of Marvel's New York. You know what I mean? Going on. So I think that with this game here, though, I think they've already told Miles the story. They are going to make money off of DLC for Spider-Man 2. They're already gold on the regular game, hit it to platinum already, and the game is not even out yet. It's still got a week before it drops. Once it drops and they get those 10s from all of the shills and the IGNs and us Spider fans who going to love the game regardless of what's wrong with it, you know what I mean? Once that happens, DLC. Yes, I'll spend $45 on a DLC that's only 2-3 hours. This sucks. Yes, I'm going to do it though, because I want to play against whatever villain he put into it and whatever side stories they have. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Anyways, Hoarder, tell the people where they can find you at so we can get up out of here, sir.
Twitch.tv/HoarderGamer. I'm doing I'm going to do a lot of Diablo 4 because the new Season of Blood with vampires starts on Tuesday. And then let's see. Also on the Doom Squad Gaming YouTube channel for Hoarder's Comic Flex, which is on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Central.
Jay, tell them where they could see you at, sir.
Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, all at Jkun Prime.
And y'all know where y'all can find me at twitch.com/NavaFlow with the 0 instead of an O. And that's like, y'all know that's where I'm at doing my thing every day. So come check out my content at twitch.com/NavaFlow, baby. So with all that said, lazy les bon ton roulette, which means Jkun.
Let the good times roll.
Peace the Brigo people.
What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap up where we give you the news. Break it down bite size so it's easier to consume. Discussing the hottest game that's out of what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction. Live viewers call in. No cap conversation. We going all in. It's the weekly wrap up, so enjoy the show. You're now rocking with the best. Let the good times roll. Come on.